You're watching Moms Matter at EverTalk TV, where we hope to bring you inspirational stories to make your life better. And today in the studio, I have Sarah Comers from Mom Culture to talk about her amazing line and how she was inspired to be an entrepreneur and a mommy all at the same time. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited to have you here. You drove 4 hours to be here with us today in the studio. That is dedication.
Yes, I love what I do, and I love getting to share it. So 4 hours, LA traffic, no big deal.
You're amazing. You have 3 children.
I do.
How old are your kids?
12, 10, and 6. So I'm in like the nitty gritty thick of it all right now.
And you are also running Mom Culture.
I'm running Mom Culture, which it's been 6 years now. So they say if you can make it 5 years, you've made it. So
you're doing it. You've got these amazing shirts and tank tops, which I love, and everything has a message.
Yes, all of my stuff is intentional. Everything I like to have a positive message or something that really resonates with moms. One of my favorites is Motherhood Winging It, because I feel like that's kind of what we're doing. There's no rule book. We have no idea what we're doing, but yet every day we kind of figure it out.
I mean, how are you doing it? How are you managing to raise 3 kids and at the same time run a business?
It's a lot. I feel there's no balance. You and I talked briefly before we started about balance. I get asked that a lot. Is like, there's no balance in it. You just do it. We're moms. We get up and we do it, right? Even if we don't feel good, you just go.
But it's so true, like you're just so real by saying there is no balance.
Yeah, no, there's no balance.
And you just got to do it. So what do you mean you just got to do it? You just decided one day you're going to wake up and you were going to create a line of clothing?
So not exactly. It was a bucket list dream as a little girl. I wanted to own a shop. I used to set up shops all the time, take my mom's cosmetics and like make my little stores all over, even draw little catalogs. And so when I had my 3rd baby, I actually had a really difficult labor. And I just had like this rebirth in a sense of, I loved being a mom and, everything it entailed, but I miss being creative. And so I was sewing a lot, like pre-baby, I was just sewing, waiting for him blankets and bibs. And I was selling them to friends here and there. And it's kind of how it started. My husband's like, you should try selling these.
Oh, wow.
And I was on Instagram. And at that time, people were starting to make shops, Freshly Picked had moccasins. There were all these great brands. And he's like, I think you could do that. And I was like, okay. And he kind of said, your hobby's getting really expensive. So you kind of need to start selling this stuff. And so I just went for it. And it was really from my kitchen table to Instagram, and that's how I got started.
That's incredible. So you had this dream and a passion, and you just went for it.
I did. I went for it. I don't have a business degree. I didn't go to college. I knew nothing about it. I had worked retail, like most young girls. And so I had like a little bit of a background in how to sell stuff, but I had no idea how to do it.
So if you have one piece of advice from mamas watching who, like yourself, have no experience and wanted to start a business, what would your one piece of advice be?
Be authentic. And I know that authenticity, that word is thrown out a lot, but be authentic. That's one thing. I have actually a very small product offering, but a big reason is because I want to have unique products, original ideas. I will say that in this niche, there's a lot of copycats and inspiration. So be true. That's the first thing. Be true to who you are and, your ideas. Make sure they're original, because you'll go a lot further than trying to be a second-rate version of someone else.
And you are so authentic, because you came in here when I said to you, how do you balance it? And you said, I don't like
that word. I don't. I hate that word.
And you just go for it. So What do you do, though? I mean, the hours are crazy as a mom. You're never off. There are no off hours. When do you find the time to work?
I work in time blocks. So I wake up about 5:20, kiss my husband goodbye. He has a 2-hour commute. So if I don't get up early, I don't see him. So I kiss him goodbye. I'm a coffee girl. I mean, obviously I sell coffee, all kinds of coffee. So I like an hour of coffee time, as long as everybody has stayed asleep. I have coffee in the morning and I work and I answer emails, and then I go into mom mode, and then I start my day at about 9 and I end at 2, go pick up my children, go back into mom mode. We do homework. I pack lunches. I prep dinner. Back to emails, and I just do it in blocks. And that's the beauty of social media, is that women can essentially, I don't want to say have it all, but you kind of can, because you can run it from your phone.
Right. And you've made your own hours. So when you're with the kids, you feel like you really are a mom and you're really present.
I am. It's not always perfect. Sometimes I have to stop and I'm like, okay, guys, I have a giveaway. I have some commitment that's time sensitive. And they're older now. My 12 and 10-year-old kind of get it. So they're like, Mom's got to post a giveaway right now. We'll wait. So, they've grown up with it now. So, but I try then to go right back into, I'm like, okay, what were we talking about?
And how do your kids feel about you working?
My daughter loves it. She's a little like entrepreneur herself. She actually has been sewing bows since she was 6. So we used to sew together, and she started her own little Instagram at the same time. So now she sells slime. I don't know if your kids are into slime.
Yes,
but
of course. Who's
she
not
started
into
selling slime. And it's funny. We've done shows together where she actually made more money than me.
That's amazing.
So she loves it. My 10-year-old's more of an introvert, and he's very private. So he actually, when he was really little, he was all over our feed and really part of it. Now he's like, can you not take pictures of me? And when I'm doing my thing, he's like, oh, but he's 10, right?
Right.
My 6-year-old's silly, and he's the biggest promoter. He actually has been with me since day one of starting the company. And so he actually has this ownership and a proud thing over it.
That's amazing. Yeah, because it's like he was born the same year as your company.
Yeah, exactly. So he really is into it. He'll photobomb my videos and go, follow mom culture. And I'm like, people probably think I'm like bribing this kid, but I don't. I'm actually like, stop doing that.
So no guilt being a working mom. You feel like, is there guilt?
I think we all, we guilt, but I've learned to let it go and be more mindful of, I mean, they're getting this great example of, especially my daughter. My mom was a stay-at-home mom and went through divorce, and financially that's not sometimes good for women. She was kind of just left without anything or any means, and I didn't want to be that way. So to set an example for my daughter that you can have both. You can have a family and be an active mom, but also have something for yourself that kind of financially takes care of you. So that's important to me.
I think that's important for all of us. And I so appreciate you sharing that with our moms
you.
watching today. I love what you've created. This is so awesome.
Thank you.
Everybody watching, you can get this all at Mom Culture. Follow Sarah at Mom Culture. All this stuff is so cool, and it's so soft and yummy.
Well, because you have to be able to cuddle with the baby, so it's got to be soft.
Love it, love it. Thank you for inspiring us.
Thank you.
And driving all the way down here to be with us today.
Anytime.
And for all you mamas watching, you saw it right here at LA Mom Magazine, and we'll see you all next time.